She's used. She slept with me. The entire wedding venue went silent. After that, what the groom said left everyone surprised and completely silent. The golden light sparkled. Guests sat on either side, holding their breath, waiting for the vows. Rachel stood at the altar in her ivory gown, hands shaking slightly, trying not to cry from joy. Beside her stood Ethan, her calm and steady groom, looking at her like she was his entire world. Everything was perfect, until someone shouted from the back, "Stop!" Heads turned, the room froze. A man pushed his way past the last row. His voice cracked with rage and jealousy. It was Logan, Rachel's ex. "What the hell is he doing here?" Ethan's brother muttered from the front row. Rachel's face turned white. "No, no, no," she whispered. Logan walked straight to the center aisle. His tie was loose, his eyes wild. "I can't let this wedding happen," he barked. "I have to tell the truth." The officiant raised a hand. "Sir, please, this is not the time." "No," Logan shouted louder. "He deserves to know what kind of woman he's marrying." Rachel blinked back tears. "Please, Logan, not like this." But he didn't stop. "She's not who you think she is." He spat, eyes locked on Ethan. "She slept with me. She begged me not to leave her. She told me she loved me just weeks before she got with you." The guests gasped. Murmurs spread like wildfire. Some turned to look at Ethan, expecting him to explode or walk away. Rachel stood frozen. Her cheeks burned with shame. Her heart pounded against her ribs like it wanted to escape. Logan kept going, his voice trembling. "She's not innocent. She's not pure. I don't care what dress she's wearing, she's USED." Then came silence. Heavy, tense, unforgiving. Rachel dropped her eyes to the floor, wishing it would swallow her whole. Logan smirked, thinking he had won. But then, Ethan took a step forward. He didn't yell. He didn't panic. Instead, he looked at Logan with calm, almost sad eyes and said, "Are you done?" Logan blinked. "What?" Ethan's voice was steady. "You done talking about a woman you clearly never respected?" Logan scoffed. "I'm saving you, man." Ethan shook his head. "No, you're embarrassing yourself." He turned to the guests. "I heard every word. And let me say this clearly." The room was silent again. You could hear a pin drop. "I know she's not perfect. Neither am I. We all have a past. But I didn't choose Rachel because she's perfect. I chose her because she's honest, she's strong, and she has the most beautiful heart I've ever seen." Rachel's lips parted. Her knees nearly gave out. Ethan wasn't done. "I don't care who she loved before me. I don't care who let her down. I care that she chose me. And I'm proud, so proud to be the man she said yes to." Gasps, a few claps. Logan's jaw clenched. He tried to interrupt, but Ethan held up a hand. "No, you don't get to speak anymore." He walked up to Rachel, gently took her hand, and looked straight into her eyes. "I love you," he whispered. Nothing he says changes that. Tears spilled down her cheeks. "I'm sorry I didn't tell you everything." Ethan smiled. "You didn't have to, because I trust you." That was it. The crowd erupted into applause. Logan looked around. No one was on his side. Ashamed, he turned and walked out. Rachel watched him leave, a strange mix of relief and sorrow settling in her chest. Then she looked at Ethan, her anger, her protector. "You really don't care?" she asked softly. He leaned in close. "You could have had 100 exes. I still would have chosen you." She let out a quiet laugh through her tears. "You're crazy." "No," he said, touching her cheek gently. "I'm in love." He kissed her forehead. The ceremony resumed. The vows, this time, carried deeper meaning. "I promise," Rachel said through happy tears, "to never let my past get in the way of our future." Ethan smiled and said, "And I promise to protect your heart like it's part of mine." After they were pronounced husband and wife, Ethan whispered in her ear as the crowd clapped, "You're mine now, forever, and no one gets to make you feel ashamed for being human." Rachel smiled, because finally she felt safe, seen, and truly loved. As they walked down the aisle, hand in hand, people whispered not in shame, but in awe. Rachel leaned closer to Ethan and whispered, "I thought you might leave me." He stopped walking, right there in front of everyone, and turned to face her again. "I didn't come here for a perfect bride," he said. "I came here for you, the real you, the one I fell in love with." Her eyes welled up again, but this time she smiled through the tears. And when they reached the end of the aisle, the applause was louder than ever. No one remembered Logan's words. They only remembered the way Ethan chose Rachel fully, completely, and without hesitation.